Hi gang, I'm Oracool from Chaos Board, and how about we play That Dragon Cancer episode 3? No, episode 4, sorry, the actual episode 4. The last episode was originally episode 3, and I, said the episode number wrong, as well, like a usual thing. So, yeah, here we go. Basically, this is just a test run. I'm going to do a 20-minute recording, like usual. I made some changes to OBS as you could not tell. But yeah, I made some changes over there in order to get like higher quality videos but lower file size, because the file size was like extremely huge for a 20-minute video. So yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Hopefully I can use this recording.
Okay. This is the story of a very brave knight named Joel.
Joel the baby knight?
Yes, Joel the baby knight. But he's also Joel the very brave knight. And he was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
Okay, it looks promising so far. Since I'm just, doing a test run, I gonna check back and forth.
Because of a streamer?
Mm-hmm.
Where does the dragon live?
In a forest.
Is the dragon big?
Very big.
Oh, okay, that actually scared me, okay.
Does the dragon breathe fire?
Much fire, you guys.
I crouched down, I don't know why I got hit.
So, Joel has armor, like a sword and a shield and stuff?
Ooh, or maybe a spear?
Yeah, that sounds good. So brave Sir Joel with his sword and his shield and his awesome spear and
Oh, okay.
super jumping ability was being chased by a dragon named Cancer.
What other superpowers does he have?
He also has grace.
That's not a superpower.
It's the best superpower.
Do you guys know what grace means?
Yeah, it's kind of like hope.
Yeah, it's kind of like hope.
Okay, let's check how things are going on here. Looks promising.
And he's not the only one who's ever tried to fight this dragon. Some very brave knights have fought this dragon and lost. And some are able to drive the dragon off, and they can go home, and they can quit fighting for a while.
Joel's been fighting this dragon for a long time, huh?
A long time.
But Joel found a nice empty cave where he could rest.
This has been fun so far.
And it seemed like the dragon couldn't find him. But just when he thought that the danger was past, the dragon found his hiding spot and came after him in the cave.
Oh no, you have to fight it?
That dragon's going to kill Joel. Joel's going to lose.
Why do you say that?
Because Joel is just a baby. Babies can't kill dragons.
You're right. The baby can't kill the dragon. But that's the best part of this story. God fights for Joel. So he fights that.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that actually leads to that.
You're right with Joel. And we know that God can win even if Joel can't. That's grace.
Where is he? I died.
Well, what about Tim from Church Mom? He died from cancer. Wasn't God fighting for him? Didn't he have hers?
course, God fought for Tim too. Tim fought so well. He was so brave and so strong. God let him rest. It may have seemed like the dragon won because Tim died. But we know that Tim's in heaven and that he's with God and that God is so proud of him. So maybe for Tim, getting to be done fighting was cool.
We're actually winning. Okay. This big guy is really good. Where are you shooting? What the hell? Okay. Guys, we're gonna drag it. It's like a wonder. Come on. Easy. Alright. Oh no. Okay. Hopefully the fire source isn't too big, because if it's too big I have to do this like all over again. I'm drowning. Now what? No. What should I do? Oh, okay. I just imagine that we've been recording for like 5 minutes. Okay, they are still following us.
Ryan! Oh, Ryan, get in the boat.
I can't.
You have to, you'll drown.
We're already drowning. How can you sit there like that?
Despair doesn't help anything.
Neither does false hope. And I'm not despairing.
How can you say false hope? You're drowning!
Well, you're missing your oars! And you don't even know where you're going. And yet you're so sure you're gonna get there.
It's better than drowning.
Well, enjoy floating on the surface like you always do.
There's nothing deep about drowning. Just get in the boat.
You have to let me feel this! Someone has to.
That's not fair. I love him as much as you do. I just really believe we're going to be okay.
Oh, sad. So many bottles. So many bottles. Okay.
Dear Mr. Barnett, I'm not sure if this letter will get to you. However, I felt the need to write to you in your company. My daughter recently passed away after a long battle with cancer. She was only 14 years old. In our short time with her, we saw her transformed from our wonderful little girl into a sickly child who spent far too many days in her bed full of pain. And we worried that we would never see her happy again. Well, the hospital gave her access to a computer, and she found her way to your game. I'm unsure really what it is, but from the day that she began playing Legends of Terrace, our daughter changed. She sat up, she was excited, she smiled again. She told us all these stories about what she was doing in the lands, all the things she wanted to do in real life but was too sick to try. She swam in the ocean, rode a horse, she had birthdays, bought a house, and she went on adventures with these new friends from all over the world. I don't know how to explain the happiness that it brought to us. For a short while, our daughter returned to us. She'd regained the wonder and an optimism that the illness had taken from her. She talked about the strange lands that you had made, the creatures, magical things, and adventures she went on. She lost her battle for life, but you helped bring our daughter back for a short time. And for that, we're eternally thankful. Sincerely, Julie.
That was interesting. That was really interesting. I kind of wonder what that Legend of Terrace is.
Dear Julie, thank you for your letter. I am honored to have played any small part in bringing your daughter joy. She will be missed within the game. I knew your daughter as Hanara of the Knights Guild. In our world, she lived in Devardic and defended the city many times from the forces of evil. Your daughter may have ultimately lost her battle with that dragon cancer, but in my game, she was the dragon slayer. Since you don't know much about the game or who she was there, I'm sending you a screenshot of one of your daughter's adventures. Sincerely, Paul.
Is this the screenshot?
We
Not
miscarry at week 12. Sad, sad. But surely the next one will go better. It does. We relax after week 12. The belly
can't read
grows. We take pictures. Alex talks and plays music to the little one inside. I walk on the frozen North Sea. Skip the sauna. No risk to this one. Week 29, a sonogram bonus. Twins! We float on air. We brainstorm names. Week 31, we crash. Too soon. Too soon. They whimper, open eyes, look into ours. Off to the incubators. We drag ourselves home, cry, hope, pray. We visit, touch, keep track on a wall chart. Stefan's heart beats strong. He grasps a finger. Then he fades. His brain bruised from breech birth. Day 5, he dies. We grieve, but pray for Nicholas. He gains weight. His heart is strong. Then he too fades. His intestinal tract necrotic, falling apart. Day 10, Nicholas dies. We want to die too. We despair into darkness, but hold together. Not easy when a child dies. The what-ifs torment for a while. What if I hadn't swum? If I hadn't lifted groceries? If we'd had a different doctor? But we go on to have 3 wonderful living children. Still, we miss these 2 always.
Because, well, they're your child. They are your children still. So, yeah, that was touching. So, it's touching. Oh, I have to read this? Okay. Outside of the Knights Guild, you stand in front of the portcullis entrance to the Knights Guild. The portcullis is currently raised, allowing access southward to the courtway. North leads to a dark tower. Obvious exits north, south, southeast, southwest. Suit of Armor is offering a quest. Use Show Quest. Hands. You are carrying a widely flaming long sword. In this thing, sword. In your right hand, your left hand is empty. Nefarious flies to the north. The Lambridge. Okay, so this is basically a log, quest log. How, she did her quest. Well, I originally expected a screenshot, not this thing. But this is an interesting way to tell a quest line. You can pause and read this. Wait, is this... Yes, it's the thing.
I'm reminded that having faith does not mean denying what is happening to Joel. Faith means knowing exactly what is happening and also knowing that God has a truth that trumps every other fact.
Okay, that was interesting. So we go here, then we go there. Pick it up.
I'm sure my expectation looks like denial, but seeing Joel dying does not make me any less certain that he will be healed. In some ways, I feel more certain, not because the same doubts don't come to me, but because I know that they will not be entertained much longer, because this chapter is almost finished, and we will have an ending one way or the other. So the doubts and fears that make me reaffirm that even if I'm wrong, this is where I stand, become less and less powerful.
Nice. So, I would... Okay.
People's conciliatory words of comfort meant to reassure us and help us accept Joel's death don't sit well with me. They aren't offensive because I know the heart behind them is good, but they are weak words because it's so obvious to me that death is the given. I don't have to work to be ready for it or accept it. It is coming whether I would accept it or not. It has been coming slowly for so long. I don't have to work to understand that Joel is dying. It is obvious. Heaven is amazing. And so I'm not worried about death. It will come regardless of where I stand and wait. But now, death is circling close enough for redemption to finally feel closer.
Her writings are like more effective. I don't know why, because maybe it's because of the sound.
This is the part of the story where a daring rescue can thwart death's intentions just in time, perhaps when it looks like it's already too late. I want to watch for that. I don't need to focus my eyes on death, studying it in its slow progression. Its course is already clear. But there is a glory that is coming, and its journey to us is wild and quick and frightening, and I want to be watching for that glory. I want to stand trembling in awe before God and His power. Not sure that this thing that we've asked for is something we can quite manage, but trying anyway. Death is the given. But the life that is possible now for Joel, the miracle that could come now that death is so close, is something worth pursuing, worth risking everything to see with my own eyes.
That is indeed worth it. What? Okay, try him again. Fine by me. So basically this is showing the opposite of things. The mother tries to stay hopeful, but the father is like drowning in negative thoughts that no, this is the end, there is no hope and all that. Ooh. So apparently he is swimming toward the night, although he's drowning.
Huh. The sunset looks pretty from here. The orange glow cast on the wall.
Yeah, I can see
Better
that.
than the muted colors of this hospital. I wonder why they choose blues and greens. They, the ones who choose the colors that heal. Green for life. Blue. For comfort. Purple stripes. to hide the stains. This chair is too small and sticks to my skin. I hate vinyl.
Okay, so let's go to the window. Or not, maybe. Let's
Blue. Purple.
Oh.
The ocean maybe? No, under the ocean. Silent, warm, and salty, like tears.
See, you can see the difference between the thoughts. I thought that, well, if she was here, the mother, she would probably say, like, blues for hope, but, you know, he said that tears, deep thoughts, and stuff like that.
He won't stop crying. I don't blame him. He feels miserable. I hate that we're here. I hate that he's sick. I just want him to feel better.
He can go to the toilet. What? Yep, on the arcade in the toilet. That's actually cool. Come on.
Shh, 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 shh. It's okay, Jolie. Shh. Don't throw your head, buddy. Don't. Here we go. Bouncing around. Do you like that? Oh, I love your giggle. Bounce around. Is that funny? A bounce, a bounce, a bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, he won't stop crying.
Probably have to go to the arcade. Okay, I'm pressing start. No, okay.
I'm hungry. I wonder if he's hungry. He's screaming louder. Buddy, don't you want juice? He hits the box. I don't catch it. He drinks it greedily. Big, deep gulps. Okay, Jolie, that's enough. Breathe, kiddo. And he does. And I wipe his face of snot and tears and juice. And then he vomits. And I catch it. I always catch it. I know you're thirsty, buddy, but you'll throw it up. No, don't grab too hard. You'll squirt all the juice out. Here, let me have it. It's so late, Joel. Lay down. I can't hold you. I can't make you feel better. Shh. Shh.
I really like it that you can, like,
Okay, buddy, okay, I'll hold you. Shh. Shh. Oh, Joel Bug. You look so miserable. No! Don't hit your head on the bars, Joel. Joel! I know you're mad. Please stop. Please. Stop. I shake. I weep. I pray. I plead. I need peace. I am empty. You are. I don't know all that you are. You are there. I want you here. I want you to call my son. I cannot. And you've brought us this far. He's still here, not dead, not there, with you. Oh God, I want him here with me. Please. Peace. He sleeps. Thank you.
And that really affected me.
There's a story in the Bible where Jesus and his disciples are on a boat.
So I can't read this. Wait. Oh,
And a furious storm hits the sea, and everyone thinks they're gonna die. And where do you think Jesus is? Rowing alongside them? No. He's asleep in the back of the boat. So his disciples are freaking out and wake him up, and they say, "Don't you care if we drown?" So Jesus gets up and he says to the storm, "Quiet, be still." And the sea becomes completely calm.
wow. Okay, that's interesting. What a...
Then he asks his disciples why they are so scared and if they have any faith at all. Like he was frustrated with them. Because even though Jesus said, "Let's go to the other side of the lake," his disciples thought he was going to just let them die.
So, no longer the... No, you're still the bed. Oh no! Okay. He drowned.
So Joel died. Everyone does eventually, I suppose. But more than that, if he does die, will Jesus even care? Will he weep for him as he did for Lazarus? Will he weep for me? I think greater than my fear of death is that of insignificance. Or rather, my default assumption is that my thoughts and passions and loves and the stuff of my being are insignificant. How could the creator of all that is and ever was love my son as he did Lazarus?
And could my soul stranded on this blue raft, awash in a sea of stars, ice, and dust, matter enough to him to turn his hand in mercy?
I can't really see where he's coming from. I really can't see him. He gave up, basically. Okay, what happened?
It's even like Jesus wept for Lazarus. 5 minutes later, he raised Lazarus from the dead.
Okay, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of episode 4 of that Dragon Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please like. If you really liked it, please subscribe. And let me know down in the comment section what you think about this series. And we'll, just a heads up, we will be playing Sonic Mania. Okay then, for the next time, for the next video, till then, take care.